Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to this session doing some Benoni tactics for the first time from both sides because I transpose into the Benoni a lot of times as a King's Indian player, and also because I face snake Benonis a lot as a Catalan player. If you're looking for a good response to the Catalan, the Benoni is one of the best. In this position, it's funny actually because I don't think we're winning material here. I'm trying to figure out how to get this to work, but I just don't see myself mating there. So we're currently two minors, queen, queen, rook, rook. We are not even a pawn up. I think you actually have to play this two pieces against the rook. So we're gonna play queen takes, bishop takes, king takes, and then, or not king takes, but pawn takes, and then king takes g. And then at the end of the line, after king takes, it's two minors against a rook. In that final position, I'm probably playing like b4, b3. First of all, I want to fix this weakness. Oh, but I don't have a dark squared bishop anymore. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I really don't see how to win material here. Queen takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, king takes, rook d8, bishop back. I think I'm going to be suffering in that final position. I think I'll probably play something like this, but getting my pawns on dark square is a little bit iffy, but I think it's at the same time I'm going to strain that bishop and bring my heavy pieces to the open files. But it's certainly not a position that I'm happy to play. This is why the Benoni is such a frustrating opening for both sides. But if there is something better in this position, I don't see it, so I'm going to go ahead and go for it. Rook d8, hitting the bishop and threatening to, yes, okay. That was definitely a move that I was missing. I was super missing that move. If I weren't just going off of my calculated line, maybe I would have figured it out, but I was just regurgitating my calculated line. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna cry about it. I would not be in this line as white. I would have a bishop on g2, but bishop takes, knight takes, bishop takes, in between move. Seems pretty simple. I really don't see any other move that's even worth considering. Bishop takes, if there's any sort of in-between move, first of all, I can support that. My long-term plan is classic Benoni. I'm going to target that pawn. My knight will come back into the game this way. This way, probably. yeah, I'm comfortable here. I think that g4 is not really working. I have this retreat square, and I have classic pressure against the d6 pawn. In between move and take. Very nice. And my next steps are going to be, let's just imagine, yeah, rook comes here, and I love it. I love it. It feels good, man. Feels good. Because I want to bring that knight back to b2. Queen f3, trying to grid off some pieces, makes total sense. Knight here, and I think I'm going to play queen takes, maybe rook takes, and then the knight comes back. Yeah, and this is still good for white. Yeah. All right, very nice. Good beginnings. Takes with check, huh? Am I trapping the bishop at the end of that line? Knight takes, bishop takes here, bishop back here, and the bishop's trapped. Wow. Okay, so how do you get the most material for your piece? You're probably playing here, takes, but if takes, then rook takes d6, and you have these doubled pawns here. e6 is under attack. Wow. Very nice, very deep. Not really all that deep, but you know, it's a pretty obvious capture. And then, yeah, so I knew that black was probably gonna have to play something like this, and then I didn't really calculate what I was gonna do here. It's not exactly clear how you're gonna bring all your pieces into the game. I like this idea of a4 to support knight c4. Yeah, okay, so the knight goes to c4. Classic Benoni idea. Yeah, that queen's trapped. So knight check, king h1 forced, knight here, and the queen has no squares. So is there a counterattack against the queen to consider? Not really. Knight here, knight takes queen, knight here, queen back, knight takes, rook takes. That's compensation. That is compensation. You have an immortal bishop there. I think my knight's going to come back to f6, kick away the bishop, and after something like bishop h3 or here, I'm going to play a6 and start pushing my queenside pawns. But that is certainly compensation. But I have a plan. Maybe I should just take the piece. I love that I found the exact line. Okay, queen c7 was my move. Second Stockfish recommendation. All right, takes, and it does like rook f. And now does it like knight f6? No, it does not like knight f6. It prefers... I like the idea of b5 right away as well, actually. I think that's very practical. Yeah, I was considering something like this as well. I think this is a nice idea here, and I'm just getting off all of the attacking pieces, and now I'm free to collect the other pawns. Yep, I love it. I love it. All right, we'll do one more. Here, 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 here. Here, here, and I don't have this at the end of the line. But what I do have is queen check now. This is the openest of all Benonis I've seen. I have queen check. King here. If king h7, queen takes his check. And then, yeah, I'm going to be defending that piece 2 times at the end of the line. Queen check, king here, queen takes, rook here, bishop takes. And in that resulting position, I feel like long castles is warranted in that position. Long castles, and simply exploit the d6 square. And I'm just going to pile up against d6. There's also ideas of a kingside attack. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of g4, g5 as well. All right, we can do it. I see a consolidation plan in that case. Okay, so this would be a mistake because takes. But if we simply play queen takes, okay, bishop in changes nothing. I thought rook f because that threatens to pick up. It's a little bit more persuasive. There's more room for human error there. All right, let's call it there. That was a successful first Benoni run. I think I failed the first problem, but that is extremely cool with me. I kind of enjoy getting these problems wrong because they allow it, it's room to grow, right? Takes and rook here. And if you try to save the pawn, then I save my bishop. Very nice. Very nice. Consolidation here. I'm probably going to bring a rook to the c file. Okay, yep. I love it. I love it. And we'll continue this way. Let's just not play e6 and get ourselves mated. All right. Thank you so much for being here today. And until the next time, good luck with your own chess journeys. Bye for now.